Hi guys, this is Rusty78609. This will be a little different video. I've never done this. I'm going to take a little walk, and I thought, well, hell, I'll just take y'all with me. This is the back side of my RV. That's facing north. Actually, there's a little wood pile there of mesquite wood. But what I'm going to touch on while I'm walking around here is now that the dust has settled, so to speak, now that I've made the decision to buy a Casita and have done it and I'm going to pick it up on Friday. It's done. It's a done deal, and so I'm just going to walk around here and talk about it. But yeah, it was a agonizing process in some ways, in that I really wasn't sure. There's so many different RVs out there you could have chosen from. The R-Pod's a good one. There's just several different ones, but for some reason I settled on the Casita, and the reason is, there's several reasons, but one of them is the resale value is really good. I do like the swivel chairs. I just like the way the Casita looks, okay? I mean, that's pretty, narrows it down. That cuts to the chase right there. And it's a popular unit, and if anything happened to me in the next few years, 10 years, 15, or whenever, eventually I'm going to evaporate from this planet, then my son, or my oldest boy, who will inherit pretty much everything, he won't have any problem selling it, and if he chooses to keep it, at least it'll be a decent unit for him to travel around in if he chooses to. This is just the road in front of my house. It's no traffic here hardly ever. I mean, or ever really. It's just a county. This is not even a county maintained road. This is a subdivision road that they worked a deal with the county to pave it, and then all that's changed. But anyway, you can see it's just a jungle around my place. You can see all this growth. There, my RV is right in there, okay? And that's not accidental. I mean, I left all that. I could have had a bulldozer come out and clear it out, but all down this side of the road that I'm on, there's nothing. There's no one that lives there. There's nothing around here. I'll go around a 360 and let you see. There's just nothing here but me. And it's fairly, to me, kind of scenic. It's typical Texas. But anyway, back to the Casita. I'll jump around here a little bit. I'm not a professional, nor do I care to be. But the Casita, of course, the resale is good. It's a fiberglass unit, easy to maintain. And I'm gotten used to living in a smaller space now. And I do have an option on the shower. If the inside shower is a little awkward, then I can use the outside shower, which is fine. At this time of the year, actually right now, it's 85, 86 degrees. If I needed to take a shower, I could take a shower outside real easy. And anyway, I'll turn around. These are cactus. These cactus over here, these cactus right here, these have, you see I'm really jumping around, don't you? But these cactus here have thorns, like thorny my cactus. And of course, then you got those. And then these over here, this is a different brand of cactus. These right here have no thorns. They're thornless. They are without thorns. Yeah, and those are the kind that if you had on a ranch, whenever it's really dry, the cattle will eat those. Actually, you can make nopalitas out of that. You can cut that into strips and pickle them. And anyway, what does that have to do with a Casita? Nothing. Do I care? No. So anyway, the dust is settled pretty much. I still have a little work to do. Oh yeah, God, moving from one RV to another is pretty much like moving from one house to another. It is a little more convenient in that our two RVs will be 15 steps apart, so I can just walk back and forth packing my stuff from one RV to the other. And then once I get everything unloaded or moved into the Casita, the stuff that I'm going to move, which is not going to be, I'm going to be pretty picky on what goes into the Casita. And what else? Yeah, I don't want it cluttered. I don't want it cluttered at all. And that'll be done probably Saturday and Sunday. Should have that completed by Sunday anyway. It's not that much. Then Monday I'll spend some time cleaning the Coachman Clipper Cadet, getting it ready to sell. And then I'll do some photos of it, and I'll put the ad on Craigslist, and then I'll move the unit the coachman to Kingsland to the parking sale on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe I won't. What's luck? If somebody's interested in it, they'll buy it. If they're not interested in it, they won't. That's the way that is. But it's a nice place. It's warm today. It's about 85 right now. Got a little breeze out of the southeast. But yeah, I'm going to park the coachman right down in there. Just back it right in there up against that fence. And it'll be there for about a week before I finally move it into Kingsland to sell it. And then my little Casita will be up under the cover. And as far as going somewhere, my first trip, I don't know. As soon as I sell the coachman, which could take anywhere from 1 day to 1 year, or never, who knows, we'll see. But whenever it sells, then I've got some trips planned. I think when it gets a little cooler, I may go down towards the coast. Not go to the coast, but go close to it. Go around Victoria and some other places. But, my yard is grown up a little bit. I could weed eat it and make it look better. But, I don't really care. But anyway, there's the Coachman Clipper Cadet, guys. And it's a nice looking unit. There's nothing wrong with that unit other than it has that cooling defect, which is not that bad. It's a certainly livable situation for the price. You can't hardly beat a deal like this. When you can buy a brand new 2018 RV that's got everything in it for around $10,000, you can't hardly complain, as we saw from looking at the RVs at the RV show in Round Rock. There's just nothing that's this inexpensive. So for somebody that's just getting started, possibly, or somebody that's been started like me for a long time and knows what they need to do or what they need, then this would probably work for them. And those boxes right there, those are going to be cleaned out. First of all, I'm going to stack them right over here, and then eventually I'll go through. There's little stuff in there that can be gotten rid of. And I still have a little junk back here in the back. I've got my golf clubs and some chairs and stuff that'll have to be eventually. I don't know that I'll get rid of that, because the extra chair comes in handy. About once every year I have somebody come by and visit. And there's old Thorny, my cactus. I've got him almost free. He's in that little white bucket there, if you can see it. I can't see anything on this side of the camera but a black screen. But that's Thorny. I think I've got the camera on it. That little cactus, I don't know how it got in there. I used that bucket to raise some tomatoes, or grow some tomatoes and peppers and stuff. And then all of a sudden, one day after the tomatoes and peppers were gone, Thorny popped up. But the bottom of that bucket is gone. You can see I've separated it there. So Thorny is kind of growing into the real earth now. He's much healthier than he was. So we'll see how it goes. And then eventually I'll take that entire container away from it. Once he gets going a little bit, I'll gradually move that. But yeah, it's a nice place here, and for a while we'll have a Coachman Clipper Cadet right over here for a few days, and then of course we've got this, and the Casita will be right there, the nice little white plastic ball or fiberglass ball. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Got to get some things. It's just moving is the only thing that bothers me, and getting used to the new RV, because things will be in a little bit different place, not too bad. See, the reason I was going to turn the Casita around, the Casita, if it was pulled, if it was backed in there just like the Coachman is now, the door would be here in the front on the Casita, and then there would be no window there. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. There would be a window here in the bedroom of the Casita, and then a window at the back, and then a window on the other side in the bedroom area, and all my stuff just fell over. The wind blew it over. You see how well I had it set up. So the reason I wanted to turn it around was so I'd have this window here, and then I'd have a bedroom window there facing out this way, so I can watch my deer come by in the morning. But we'll worry about that some other time. It'll all work out. And I don't want to get the cart before the horse. But I cleared all this myself, believe it or not. When I first acquired this property, there was this, where this road is right here. There was no road, of course. There was nothing here. This is just all brushy land, just like that is right in front of you there. But in this area of my property, which is on the east side, I've got about, I don't know, 50 feet farther past the road that way. But there was a place down this way that was not too, there weren't too many trees and stuff, so I could just back my RV. I backed over just like that. I backed my RV over stuff just like that and parked it right back here. And I had a generator, 2000i Honda generator, and what else? I hauled water for the first 2 years. That's how I lived here. I was just parked here, totally boondocking, dry camping. And yeah, it worked out fine. I made it work. And then during that 2-year period, I made a determination how I wanted this to turn out. I didn't want to clear this out, but I did want to get rid of this so I could put in a cover and eventually the slab like I've got. And I left this bush, this thorny one right here, that's a currant bush, and there's some little berries on there that are edible. And so I left it. But all this, there used to be trees in here, and I removed all the trees myself and burned out the stumps and just did a little at a time. And after a few months, it was pretty well cleared out, and I said, okay. So then I backed my RV over here just on top of the cleared ground, had it that way for a while, and then the next thing you know, I had a cover, and the next thing you know, I had a deck, and now I've got concrete pad. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was this place. Anyway, I just thought I'd pass all that along to you, but where this thing is right now, that's where the Casita is going to be, guys. So look upon my wealth, ye mighty, and weep. Having nothing is not bad, okay? It's not great, but it's not bad. Would I change it? No. Not now. Hell, I'm 73. I don't need to chase my tail anymore. I did that. So from Central Texas, USA, guys, this is Rusty 78609, just a little walking video around my place. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission, and it doesn't cost you a penny. So, and also drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. You see those cactus lying out right in here? My grandson planted those he was out there chopping one cactus. There used to be one little cactus there. But cactus, the way it spreads, if you chop up a piece or knock those little round ears off or whatever and throw them out on the ground, wherever you throw one, they form a little cup, and the next thing you know, that you're going to have another cactus right there. And that's what he did. I told him, I said, well, hell, son, if you're going to do that, just put them down the edge of that lot there, and we'll be okay. So he did, and that's what we got, and that's been a few years ago. But anyway, what else? Stretch, take deep breaths, stretch, walk. Keep your health, you know what I mean? Just if you want to feel good, you got to do something to do it. Make yourself feel good. Stand guard at the door of your mind, accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. And, next week it'll be cooler here, and I can sit out on my patio now. Next week it'll be in the 70s, which is, October, November, December, January, February in Texas is pretty damn nice. So anyway, guys, enjoy your life one day at a time. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.